Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to clean your bearings because they make your wheel spin, and if they are cleaned then you can go faster, and that's just more fun on a skateboard. So yeah, let's get into it. So everything you're going to be needing for this is you're going to be needing a skate tool or a socket set. You're going to need some hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol. You're going to need a little container or something. This is one I just have to clean bearings because we don't really care about it, and it can get dirty, as dirty as we want. And you can also have this like bearing lube kind of stuff. I think Bones Wheels sells it, but we don't have any. But yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first step is we want to take our skate tool and loosen up and actually take off your entire wheel. So we're gonna take it off. Save the nut, set it to the side, and keep these speed rings too, because these can actually keep your bearings clean longer. And we're just gonna take it out. I don't know. And we're just gonna take it, kind of put your wheel halfway on, and just kind of pull back so then the bearing pops out. You can do it again on both sides. So we have two bearings and a wheel. So now that we have these two, you're going to do that with the rest of the wheels. And yeah, I'll see you once I'm done with that. So now that we took our wheels off our board and our bearings out of our wheels, we are now going to take a thumbtack or anything kind of sharp like this and kind of pry out these shields. Keep in mind though that there are a lot of bearings. A lot of the kind of cheaper bearings don't have shields. So if you can't pry them off, don't worry. And you have the little shield. Keep these shields though too, so because you're gonna be needing those. So now we're just gonna pry it off on each side and do that to each bearing, so then it gets cleaned. So now that we took all of our shields off our bearings, if you have those, we are now going to take a bowl or something, like a little container. It's a good idea if it has a lid, you know, because you're gonna need to kind of shake them up. You're gonna need some rubbing alcohol or hydrogen peroxide, and you're just gonna want to put a little bit in it. Yeah, that's enough. So you have a little bit there. Now we're just gonna put all of our bearings in. Now that we put the bearings in here, we're just gonna shut the lid, you know? Make sure it's tight. You're just gonna shake it and get all the bearings kind of rinsed in it. So yeah. Okay, so that's probably enough. I probably did that for 50 seconds or so. So now you could let them sit. I normally don't do that, but I know some people do. If you are gonna let them sit, don't let them sit for more than like 10 minutes or anything like that. But yeah, so now we're gonna take these, our bearings, kind of set them down. Take a towel or something. Know that it just might get dirty. You're just gonna kind of want to take a bearing, set it down, kind of push it down, and you can see all that dirt coming off already. So you're kind of gonna want to do that with each bearing. And also this hydrogen peroxide, you don't want to stick like your hand in it for long because it will burn you, and that's happened to me before. So don't do that. But yeah. So now you can go dump out your rubbing alcohol or whatever you have. And now that we have our bearings all cleaned and everything, you kind of want to let them sit. Make sure that there's no water in them or rubbing alcohol. And then we can throw the shields back on. So we're just going to kind of want to push down the shields, get them back on there. And then once I do this, we'll throw them back on the wheels. So yeah, I'll see you then. So now that we have our bearings with the shields on them again, you're gonna take your 8 bearings and We're gonna kind of put them back in your wheels. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our trucks. We're gonna just put 2 bearings down like this. Take a wheel. Oh, one sec. Take your wheel, press it down. Press down your wheel as hard as you can onto the bearing so that it kind of pops in. And then you're gonna want to do the same thing on the other side. So now, let's make sure they're in all the way. You're gonna want to take our bearing spacers, if you have some. So you're gonna put one down here. Should I have the graphic out? Yeah. Then we're gonna put the wheel, then another bearing spacer, and then this nut. So then we'll screw this in. So you're gonna take this, tighten it. Tighten it. That's way too tight. You're gonna want to tighten it so it's not loose and it slides around a whole lot, like this. You just want it so it can barely move. You want it so it moves around a little bit, but can still spin freely. So yeah, we're gonna do that to the rest of the wheels, and then we'll be done. And then you've successfully cleaned your bearings.